What's up, Dub Nation? The news coming out of the Golden State Warriors camp today is loaded. We've got a major shakeup in the front office, an offseason that feels a little too quiet, a blockbuster trade rumor involving LeBron James of all people, and some intense contract drama with Jonathan Kuminga. Buckle up, because we're going deep on all of it. Lacob courtside, alongside Joe Lacob. Kicking things off with a leadership change that caught a lot of people by surprise, Kent Lacob, son of team owner Joe Lacob, is officially stepping away from his role in the Warriors' basketball operations department. Now, Kent wasn't just the owner's son who got a desk job. He'd been in the organization for a full decade, starting in player development and working his way into a vice president role. He had a big hand in scouting, analytics, and long-term player growth. In his exit statement, Kent said he's ready for a new challenge, but didn't give details on whether that means another NBA team, a completely different industry, or something else entirely. For the Warriors, this could mean a restructuring behind the scenes, and in a league where front office vision often shapes championship windows, this is something to watch closely. Kuminga, Looney, past signings. Next up, let's talk about the offseason so far, or rather, the lack of it. For a franchise that's been to multiple finals and is looking to maximize what's left of Steph Curry's prime years, this summer has been unusually quiet. No blockbuster trades. No splashy free agent signings. Instead, it's been mostly small roster maintenance moves. There's still chatter that the Warriors could bring in veterans like Al Horford or DeAnthony Melton, both players who could add depth and playoff experience, but nothing has been finalized. The big question is whether this silence means the front office is working on a big, surprise move behind the curtain, or if they're simply waiting for the market to settle. Either way, time is ticking, and other contenders in the West, like the Nuggets, Mavericks, and yes, the Lakers, are already making Lakers and Warriors logos, LeBron James and a mystery Warriors player. Speaking of the Lakers, here's the wildest headline of the day. Reports, and let's be clear, these are still rumors, suggest that Los Angeles could be eyeing a $121 million Warriors star as part of a massive trade. And here's the kicker, LeBron James' name has been floated as a potential piece in that deal. Now, could LeBron actually end up in a Warriors jersey? Realistically, it's a long shot. The salary cap math would be tricky, the Lakers' front office would need to buy into a post-LeBron future, and the Warriors would have to decide if a short-term gamble is worth their long-term flexibility. Still, the fact that this rumor is even out there speaks volumes about how teams view the Warriors, as a franchise that might just swing for the fences if the right star becomes available. And honestly, a Steph-LeBron duo, even for a season, would break the internet. Kuminga contract. And then, we have the Jonathan Kuminga situation, which is starting to feel like a soap opera. Kuminga's rookie contract is coming to an end, and the Warriors are trying to lock him up long-term. But negotiations with his agent, Aaron Turner, have reportedly been tense. Some outlets have floated contract figures as high as $150 million over multiple years. Both sides are disputing the numbers, but what's clear is that Kuminga wants to be paid like a core piece, not a role player. This standoff is more than just about money. It's about role, trust, and the Warriors' vision for the future. If they commit big money to Kuminga, they're signaling that he's a cornerstone for the post-Curry era. If they don't, trade rumors could heat up very quickly. It all means. So, here's the big picture, the Warriors are at a crossroads. You've got a front office change that could alter their decision-making structure. An off-season that feels like it's in neutral. A wild but intriguing trade rumor that could shake up the league. And a key young player whose contract talks could either secure the team's future or create a major distraction. The common thread? Uncertainty. And for a franchise that's built its identity on stability, chemistry, and a championship core, that's a little unusual. The next few weeks could define whether the Warriors are ready to make one last title push in the Curry era, or if they're quietly starting to pivot toward the next generation. So, Dub Nation, what's your read on all this? Is the Kent lack of departure a sign of a deeper shift? Would you even want LeBron James in a Warriors jersey? And what's the right move with Jonathan Kuminga? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want daily Warriors news, trade breakdowns, and off-season analysis, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Until next time, go Dubs. Together, they changed the very geometry of basketball. But time, as it always does, has kept moving. Curry is 37. Draymond is in his mid-30s. Klay, well, Klay's future with the team has been under constant question since the 2023-24 season ended. And somewhere between this fading dynasty and the promise of tomorrow stands Jonathan Kuminga, 21 years old, athletically gifted beyond belief, a player who flashes brilliance but doesn't always fit neatly into Steve Kerr's puzzle. Rumors are swirling. Whispers in the media. Anonymous executives talking to insiders. A possible trade, bold, risky, maybe even divisive, is on the table. Jonathan Kuminga, to the Memphis Grizzlies. Coming back to Golden State. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, a two-time NBA champion, and G.G. Jackson, one of the youngest rising stars in the league. This is the story of how such a move could reshape the Warriors, the Grizzlies, and the entire Western Conference. The Warriors' crossroads. We can't understand this trade without first understanding the position Golden State is in right now. Since their first championship in 2015, the Warriors have been the NBA's most successful team, winning 4 titles in 8 years and reaching the finals 6 times. Their system has been built on movement, spacing, and unselfish passing, and, of course, the shooting gravity of Steph Curry, the greatest shooter the game has ever seen. But dynasties have a life cycle. The 2022 championship run, sparked by Andrew Wiggins' defense, Jordan Poole's emergence, and a healthy core, now feels like a lifetime ago. The 2023-24 season exposed cracks, aging legs, inconsistent bench play, and an inability to defend without fouling. More importantly, the Warriors have been caught between 2 timelines. The win now timeline, to maximize the remaining years of Curry's prime. The develop for the future timeline, led by players like Kuminga, Moses Moody, and Brandon Podziemski. It's a balancing act few teams have managed well. For every Spurs-like transition to the next generation, there are dozens of teams that fall into mediocrity. And mediocrity is exactly what Golden State fears most. Who is Jonathan Kuminga? Jonathan Kuminga was the 7th overall pick in the 2021 NBA draft. Born in the Democratic Republic of Congo, he moved to the United States as a teenager to pursue basketball, playing high school ball in New Jersey before joining the G League Ignite. From the moment he stepped onto an NBA court, Kuminga stood out. His vertical leap, speed in transition, and defensive potential were undeniable. But so was his rawness. In 3 seasons with Golden State, Kuminga has shown flashes. 30